there's a wealth of insight on why mom is the way she is, and which is the core of this whole operation. Mom being the way she is makes me be the way I am, makes Anita be the way she is, makes Albert the way he is, the squatter the way she was. And so the depth of insight into these dynamics that I'm getting is treasure beyond. It's like the greatest thing. I feel like that's why I volunteered to go through with it. I will not deny it. I will stress that I felt, and I always knew when I was given a choice to live this life before I was born. I was shown it's gonna be what it is, and then I chose it without hesitation because of this. Mom gets validated by Anita and Albert and everyone else who profits from this, the cops, social workers, when she's heard complaining about abuse, about the neighbors, then about me. You see? So the conversations between her and Anita that are deleted, the chat conversation, the same as the ones between Anita and Neda and Anita and Tanya. So those three, I have so much how Anita validates Neda, Tanya, and my mom to fabricate, to provoke me, to fabricate, blame me, scapegoat me. Do you understand? So it's in that deleted conversation that day. Ever since then, the phone's been disappearing because, that's what she's been doing, is cooperating with them and saying she's not. And then she says, show me. I showed her last night, as I've shown before, for her to acknowledge that that's what she's doing to me, even to herself, she avoids it. Can you see, Mom, that's your conversation with Anita. That's where you're telling Anita that he's ordering food for himself. I came here, I saw there's no food, I ordered food, and then this is what happened. Them reporting me going to Mom to get money, that narrative, he needs to work, he's mooching. When I had such decent job, and it was destroyed because of the defamation. That Tanya, there was the dogs that were killed and stolen, all the efforts made to make me lose my job, lose my sources of income. That's why Mom was coming over there that day to the other property. She's always saying, who's in that house? Because she's adamant, she's very insistent on attacking people in my life, sources of income, sources of support, places to stay. That's why Peter is attacked so much. That's what Anita got Neda to go over there to frame me and then to call police, say Peter wasn't there. And they come in with a wellness check, to come in without a warrant. So the dynamics of this, to isolate me, to cut my sources of income, to turn my people in my life against me, and then to say, oh, Zeke's going to Mom for money. And so I'm showing her that conversation that she denies having. And then to have her acknowledge what she's doing, I say, write down what you see. You're telling Anita, and she doesn't want to. I'll get that footage of the surveillance. Because she says, when I tell her what she's done her whole life, she says Chimanalov, that Armenian word was, I didn't know I was doing it. I was unaware. Remind me when I'm doing it, she says, so I know not to do it. She denies to her own self that she does it, so that she can say, I did it I did it unknowingly. When someone does, Anita does all to get Anita to acknowledge that what she's doing is wrong. She'll say, I'm sorry, but then she denies she's doing it, just to brush you off, right? Alan denying that he spoke to Albert. All the perpetrators who just claim they're not doing it because to acknowledge you're doing something wrong, where there's solid evidence, you see it right in front of you, and you don't want to acknowledge that's what you're doing. So that's the first step. You're seeing it, you're seeing that text conversation, Mom. You telling Anita that thing about food being stolen. Just think about that. Why would I need to steal food? How did we come to this? You write that down, that you wrote that, because Anita's validating you. You feel good. You're getting the attention. That's what a mom does all the time, is complain about people to get validation. And she's been encouraged for 7 years. All the steps taken to encourage and support her, calling 911, not moving from this location, hiding that original court case against her that said, sell the house and move, I'll dismiss the case. Refusing the medication. Anita and Albert saying if you force her to take medication, that monthly shot that will stop her yelling, if you force her that medication, we'll call police on you. If you force her to sell this property, we'll call police on you. Albert, Anita, and the cops profit from this problem that mom has, this compulsion she has to yell at me, to accuse me, not only the neighbors and the others, to accuse me, because that helps them, their narratives against me, with APS, with the police, with everyone of my friends, to create, to torment me. They're encouraging and supporting her mom to torment me, validating her, because it's to their benefit.